Hey, I'm here with the guys from Nasty Habit. They are out of Syracuse, New York. Guys, welcome behind the bands and Marr Rock Show.
Hell yeah, what's happening? Thanks for having us.
So I'm kind of calling this show tonight like Rocklahoma East because like a whole lot of you guys are on Rocklahoma, aren't you?
Right, dude. It's like the M pre-party, but is it really? It's more like the Rocklahoma pre-party.
So tell me a little bit about, now you have been there before, correct?
Yes.
Last year was our first year, yeah.
So give me a good Rocklahoma story, and keep in mind we're a PG-13 site.
Yeah, right. We're gonna have to cut one out.
You talking about the beer zombies? Or?
Yeah. Oh my God, yeah. Oh, so one night, actually the night before we played, it was a Saturday night. We were playing a Sunday. We were running around,
just wreaking havoc, and we're all standing there, just kind of like beers out, hanging out, and this truck goes by, and I'm like, "Yo!" I just chase the truck, jump in the back of the cab. Everybody follows suit, and we proceed to just kind of like parade the campgrounds with like, we're talking like full cab full, like at least 15 people. Just
extended
like
cab at that.
hooting and hollering like retards. It was us and the guys from Hessler.
Oh man.
And
we actually went over a ditch and I fell right out of the.
We had a damn good time. It was good though. Probably dangerous, but
We got chased by
good.
beer zombies.
There's our PG-13.
That's well done.
Yeah,
That's the PG
it was
version.
like a mobile party basically.
Now you guys have an album out like real soon, don't you?
Yep.
Tell me, give us a little bit about it.
Yeah, actually we have one.
Yeah.
We'll have to give you a copy.
Absolutely.
This is the first place that it's actually available. So we just got them recently in the mail, and it should be out June 3rd is our release date.
Yep.
So, and that's called Desperate Times, Desperate Measures, right?
Yes, sir.
So, you've been studying.
Yeah, we tried. Well, I had to cheat, but you know, it's okay.
Yeah.
But tell me a little bit more about like where was it recorded and who produced you guys? And
That was recorded in Brooklyn, New York City, and with Stacey O'Dell here as our producer on that. It's kind of like, we feel it has defined where we've kind of become, we're a little more mature now as a band, we think, from our first release, so it kind of just like embodies that whole, it's more mature.
We've kind of honed in on more of what we want our sound to be more like.
We sound less like our influences and more like ourselves, you know?
Yeah, in other words,
Exactly.
if you've heard our first album, it's almost entirely different. Still the same amount of shredding.
Picture like Skid Row to Slave to the Grind kind of change. You know?
Yeah.
wow, yeah, that is a big
It's a little
change.
heavy.
A little more hooks.
Yeah, more heavy, more hook.
Now it looks like you guys like have about kind of like 17 dates in May, so you are out.
Yeah, we got a fat tour schedule. This is my favorite thing to do. I say, "Oh, you want to know where we're going?" And I pull up the lanyard. It's got all the dates on it. So, yeah, we're doing a nice big loop down to Rocklahoma and all the way back up.
So how long have you guys been on the road now? Are you just kind of the beginning of this thing?
This is actually our first date.
Oh wow.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
What a great way to kick it off, right?
See, we wanted to play the show so bad. We're like, all right, how can we fit this into the tour?
Now I was gonna, I saw you guys are touring so much. It looks like you got a show tomorrow. I was gonna ask if you're coming to M3, but it looks like you're playing a gig.
Yeah.
So
Sadly, I'd love to see Extreme. And
I was gonna say that was gonna be my next question. Like, who would you want to see on that film? Who do you like to see?
Extreme.
Isn't Kip Winger on that festival?
Yeah,
Winger playing?
Yep.
I just want to see fucking
The whole
Kip
band, and then just get
Who else?
Winger. Trying to look into his eyes.
Slaughter.
Yeah, Slaughter's playing. They're
oh,
kick-ass.
that yeah.
We've seen them before, though. I want to see Extreme. That's on my bucket list. Luckily, they're playing Rocklahoma this year, so.
Yep.
Yeah, the big thing about rock festivals like Rocklahoma isn't really necessarily seeing the big bands. It is kind of, but it's all about seeing the up and comers. Really, I mean, the retrospect stage is just huge.
Maybe we're a little biased. in
Black
saying
Tor in the background.
There goes Black.
Yeah,
Tor.
Shout out to Black Tor.
That was a personal opinion.
So tell me a little bit. I was watching some of your videos today, the music videos.
Yeah.
And so there's two out there, and I saw Hip Shaking Fox and Strut Your Stuff. Tell me a little bit about. So first of all, did you guys use the same model in both of those? It looked like
No, we didn't actually. First one was Frankie's Girlfriend, if we're going chronologically. That was Hip Shaking Fox. Since then, we did Strut Your Stuff with our buddy from New York City. His name's Trip Loon. He was our director, and he basically did the whole thing. It was really nice.
Treated
for us.
us like kings. It was awesome.
Yeah, for Hip Shaking Fox, it was very DIY. We kind of like, we pulled all the strings ourselves, you know what I mean? We got all of our own hookups, and we were basically directing and like producing and set construction and everything. We went to New York City, we worked with Trip, our buddy, and he had all 9 yards covered. So that one we pretty much showed up, and he's like, "Tommy, I need you in hair and makeup." And then I just like, yeah. That was that. And then, Tommy, we need you on set in 5. No, Tommy, we need you. Tommy,
We need you now.
Yeah,
Tommy,
Jesse was not having it.
We need you like 5 minutes ago.
Well, they came out really well. I mean, they were very, very well done videos. I was
thank you
super
much.
impressed with them. So
Appreciate it.
Ever feel like, because I'm looking at you and you're a lot younger than me, I'm an old guy, do you ever feel like with your, I was listening to a lot of your tunes today, do you kind of feel like you're born in the wrong generation ever, or are you bringing stuff back?
We get that a lot, absolutely.
I mean, I was incubated in a time machine, so.
But in a way, it's almost
that explains it. That explains it.
It's almost a privilege to be able to take what we think was so kick-ass back then and to kind of bring it to the forefront these days, and with some youth behind it, because obviously people our age, our peers, are like, they're not trying to delve into like we said, Kip Winger and Slaughter and stuff like that. You know, I mean, that's passe. But when we're doing it, it's like it's easy. It's
almost like they don't even realize that it's a vintage like approach. You know, like they kind of see it as a new thing. Like the young kids today, they're just kind of like.
Right, it's like we're metal in disguise.
Yeah.
Well, I tell you, I really hope like the Monsters of Rock and M3 starts bringing like you guys and Station and Black Tour and all those bands onto the cruises, because nothing again. You know, Alice Cooper 70. You know, I mean, you can't do it forever.
Totally.
And,
that's what's cool about Rocklahoma, and shout out to Sam McCaslin of Retrospect Records for getting us out there, because it's all him. The reason that Station and Black Tora and Nasty Habit and all those up and comers are there, that's Sam McCaslin. So big props to him. We need more people like him on the festivals, basically.
Hell yeah.
So the other question I have here, I asked you about the wrong decade. So I didn't ask you when I was talking about the videos. I meant to ask you. There's another video that's like coming out real soon, right? So tell me about
that's
that
actually
one.
for one of the songs on our new EP that is available in there.
ThisDamnitKills.com.
That's ThisDamnitKills.com. Anyways, yeah, that's called Desperate Times, Desperate Measures. It's the second song on the CD. It's called Heartless. It's kind of more of like a bluesy ballady kind of song. It's not really a ballad, but it's more like a softer bluesy kind of deal. So yeah.
It's groovy. You know, that's our fault. We should have been like, oh, videos? You want to talk about videos? How about the new one we got coming out?
Yeah.
We should have been on top of that.
You know, and maybe I'll close this, but I wanted to ask, Tommy wasn't the original. You weren't the original singer, were you?
Not necessarily. It's an interesting
Sounds like a loaded
story.
question.
I was the original drummer.
This is way back.
I know.
Wow.
David Jordan's not actually the original drummer.
Yeah. So give me the history, because I read something about it.
Basically, I'm gonna try to make it as fast as possible. So slow me down if I go too fast. But when we were younger, it was like, you guys should pick an instrument, Ken and Tom. And Ken's like, I'll play guitar. And Tom's like, well, I don't want to play guitar. I'll play drums, and we can play together. So that went on for a minute. Basically, I didn't have it in me to do what this guy does. And we had a singer back then. He decided to quit because he wasn't on the same page as us as far as like influences and things like that go. So at that point, we met this guy through skateboarding, and he's like, oh, he comes into the car and he's drumming. We're like, you play drums? He's like, yeah, totally. He's an electric dude. So,
yeah, bro.
Pretty much. We jammed with him, first time me singing, and it clicked real nice. And it was basically like, all right, well, let's do like a little double swap here.
Yeah.
And,
Chinese fire drill.
Yeah, that's kind of how it worked out. So DJ took my spot, I took his spot, and we are who we are now.
Yeah.
That just kind of came out of nowhere.
Frank spawned.
Yeah.
We snatched
Bass
him
player.
and pulled him in.
Here we go.
Well, guys, I want to thank you for being here. This is Nasty Habit, everybody.
Thanks for having us.
Good luck at Rocklahoma, guys.
Oh yeah, thanks, man. We appreciate it.